In the quiet, unassuming suburbs of Seattle, Washington, inside a tiny rented garage filled with second-hand computers, packing tape, boxes of books, and boundless ambition, one man began a journey that would forever change the way the entire world buys, sells, dreams, and lives. His name is Jeff Bezos. Today, in 2026, his personal fortune stands at over $224 billion, and Amazon has grown into one of the most powerful, most influential, and most valuable companies on the entire planet. But this is not just another billionaire success story told in passing. This is a full-length, inspirational masterclass. A heart-pounding, soul-stirring, edge-of-your-seat tale filled with impossible vision, soul-crushing setbacks that would have broken most people, near total doubt from the outside world, phoenix-like persistence against all odds, and 7 practical, life-changing lessons that you can begin applying to your own life and business, starting today in 2026. From that humble garage filled with books, dreams, and a door used as a desk to the global colossus that delivers millions of packages every single day and touches the lives of billions of people. This is the untold, unfiltered, deeply human story of how Jeff Bezos single-handedly forged Amazon into one of the most audacious, most disruptive, and most valuable empires the modern world has ever witnessed. So buckle in tightly, my friend. The lights are dimming. The motivational orchestral score is beginning to swell with uplifting intensity and soaring strings. The saga of long-term thinking, customer obsession, and relentless invention begins now, and it will take you on a journey that just might completely transform the way you think about success, risk, persistence, and the future you are capable of building. It all started in the summer of 1994. Jeff Bezos was a 30-year-old rising star at a prestigious hedge fund on Wall Street, with a bright, comfortable, and secure future laid out right in front of him. But something deep inside him was restless and could not be ignored. He had been closely watching the internet grow at an astonishing 2,300% per year, and he saw one crystal-clear truth that almost no one else at the time could see. The future of commerce was going to be online. Most ambitious young executives in his comfortable position would have stayed in their safe, high-paying Wall Street job and enjoyed the stability and prestige that came with it. Jeff Bezos did the exact opposite. He made the bold, life-changing, and somewhat crazy decision to quit his well-paying job, pack up his entire life, and drive across the country with his wife, Mackenzie, to a city he had never even lived in before. Their destination? Seattle, Washington. Why Seattle? Because it offered cheap real estate, access to world-class tech talent, and most importantly, close proximity to a major book distributor. In the summer of 1994, Jeff and Mackenzie set up their very first office in a rented garage. The first Amazon headquarters was literally a small garage with a makeshift desk made from an old door laid across 2 wooden sawhorses. The company name? Originally, they called it Cadabra, but Jeff quickly changed it to Amazon because the Amazon River is the largest river in the world, a powerful and symbolic representation of the massive scale and unstoppable ambition he envisioned from the very first day in that garage. Lesson 1. Obsess over the customer and work backwards from their needs. From the absolute beginning, Jeff Bezos drilled one single powerful question into the DNA and culture of the company. How can we make the customer's life dramatically better? While almost every other company at the time was focused on beating the competition or maximizing short-term profits, Jeff and his small early team asked a completely different question every single day. That single obsessive focus on the customer led directly to groundbreaking innovations like one-click ordering, customer reviews, personalized recommendations, and later, the game-changing Amazon Prime with its 2-day shipping promise. Even today, in 2026, Amazon still lives and breathes by this same principle. Every decision, every new feature, every warehouse improvement, and every technological advancement starts with the customer first. Ask yourself right now, honestly and deeply, in your own work, in your own business, or in your own life, are you truly obsessing over the people you serve the way Jeff Bezos did from day one in that humble garage? The early days were incredibly tough, filled with long hours, doubt, and constant challenges. In 1995, Amazon officially launched as an online bookstore. The world at large laughed out loud. Who on earth would buy books over the internet when you can just go to a bookstore? Critics asked. But Jeff believed with every fiber of his being. By the end of the very first month, they had already sold books in all 50 U.S. states and 45 different countries around the world. The company was growing so fast that employees were literally packing orders on their hands and knees on the cold concrete floor of the garage, working late into the night with almost no sleep and very little money. Lesson 2. Think long-term, even when everyone around you demands short-term results. In 1997, when Amazon went public, Jeff Bezos stood in front of investors and delivered one of the most famous and important letters in modern business history. He told them clearly, and without hesitation, it's all about long-term value. While almost every other dot-com company was chasing quick quarterly profits and flashy growth numbers to please Wall Street, Jeff reinvested every single dollar back into the business. He ignored Wall Street's pressure for years and years. That long-term thinking is exactly why Amazon survived the brutal 2000 dot-com crash, when almost every other internet company disappeared forever. In 2026, that same long-term mindset still powers Amazon as it continues to invest billions into new frontiers like artificial intelligence, advanced robotics, and global infrastructure. What big decision are you facing right now in your own life or business that would look completely different if you thought 10 years ahead instead of just 10 months? By 1999, the company was exploding at an unbelievable and almost overwhelming pace. They had moved out of the garage into a real warehouse, but success brought new and even bigger problems. During the devastating 2000 dot-com crash, Amazon's stock price crashed dramatically from over $113 all the way down to just $6. Wall Street analysts and the media predicted the company would go bankrupt within months. Jeff's response? He doubled down even harder. He expanded into entirely new categories, like electronics, toys, tools, and more, and kept building the vision even when the entire world was telling him he was wrong and that the dream was over. Lesson 3. Be willing to be misunderstood for a very long time. Jeff Bezos has said many times throughout his remarkable career, if you're not willing to be misunderstood, you'll never do anything great. When he launched Amazon Prime in 2005, critics called it completely crazy and financially suicidal. Giving away free 2-day shipping would destroy profits. Today, in 2026, Prime has over 200 million members worldwide and is one of the most profitable parts of the entire company. The exact same thing happened with AWS, Amazon Web Services. In 2006, they launched cloud computing when almost nobody in the world understood what it even was or why it mattered. Today, AWS is worth more than most entire companies on Earth. How many big ideas are you holding back right now, simply because you're afraid people won't understand them or will criticize you for them? The 2010s brought even bolder and more controversial bets. Jeff bought the Washington Post for $450 million, poured billions into Blue Origin for space exploration, and pushed Amazon aggressively into streaming with Prime Video. Every single move was met with heavy skepticism and criticism from the outside world. Every single move turned out to be part of a much larger, long-term vision that most people could not see at the time. Lesson 4. Frugality is a true superpower that forces creativity. Even as a multi-billionaire, Jeff Bezos still famously brought his own folding chair to meetings and insisted on using cheap door desks because they cost less. This culture of extreme frugality forced the entire team to be more creative, more efficient, and more resourceful with every single dollar. In 2026, Amazon still operates with that same frugal DNA. Every single dollar saved is a dollar that can be reinvested back into making the customer experience better. What small expense in your own life or business could you cut today that would free up resources for much bigger growth later? Lesson 5. Take big risks, but make them calculated and reversible when possible. Jeff Bezos created a simple but powerful decision-making framework he calls one-way doors and two-way doors. For irreversible decisions, move slowly and carefully. For reversible decisions, move fast and experiment boldly. Amazon's entire history is filled with these calculated risks. From the Fire Phone that didn't succeed but taught them incredibly valuable lessons, to the massive successes of the Kindle, Alexa, and Amazon Web Services. In 2026, Jeff's Blue Origin continues to push the boundaries of space tourism, while Amazon experiments with drone delivery, advanced AI shopping assistants, and new ways to serve customers faster than ever before. Lesson 6. Build a culture that attracts the absolute best talent and keeps them inspired every single day. Jeff created the famous Day One philosophy, the idea that the company should always operate with the urgency, curiosity, and hunger of its very first day in that garage. He wrote an annual letter to shareholders every single year that reinforced this mindset. That powerful culture attracted some of the brightest minds in technology from around the world. Ask yourself honestly, what kind of culture are you building in your own life, your own team, or your own business right now? Lesson 7. Never stop inventing and never stop evolving. Even after stepping down as CEO in 2021, Jeff Bezos continues to push the boundaries of what is possible with Blue Origin and his other ventures. He has said many times, what is dangerous is not to evolve. In 2026, Amazon is still inventing at an astonishing pace. From next-generation robotics in warehouses to artificial intelligence-powered shopping experiences that feel almost magical to the customer. From that humble garage in 1994, filled with books and dreams, to a $224 billion empire in 2026 that touches the lives of billions of people every single day. Jeff Bezos proved beyond any doubt that consistent, customer-obsessed, long-term thinking beats raw talent and luck every single time. The 7 lessons are clear and powerful. Obsess over your customer. Think decades ahead. Be willing to be misunderstood. Stay relentlessly frugal. Take smart, calculated risks. Build an inspiring culture. And never, ever stop inventing. So here is my direct challenge to you right now as you watch this. Pick just one of these 7 lessons and commit to applying it this week. Write it down. Take one small but meaningful action today. Because the difference between where you are right now and where you ultimately want to be is often just a few consistent, courageous decisions made with the right long-term mindset. If you loved this deep, inspirational dive into Jeff Bezos' incredible journey and the 7 practical lessons you can actually use in your own life starting today, then hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. We are dropping brand new 30 to 60-minute episodes 3 times every single week packed with the dramatic rises, the crushing falls, the unimaginable luxury, and the hard-earned wisdom of the world's greatest billionaires. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. The next billionaire story is already loading and ready to inspire you. I'll see you in the next